Start.
I know it's starting.
You know it's you know it already started.
Yeah.
Should I start talking?
Yeah, you already are.
Oh. Hey, it's Kid Friday! How about that, huh, so? Yeah. It is show 173 of Kid Friday. We do the show because you're a kid in a digital world. I'm Dave. We got 12-year-old Zoe right here.
Hi.
Hi, Zoe. Did you have fun in France?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy that trip? That was like, that was a whirlwind. That was a whirlwind weekend, huh? Mm-hmm. All right. Lots to talk about on this Kid Friday, including, iOS 7. You upgraded, right? Mm-hmm. It's making people like dizzy.
It made me dizzy
and car sick. And we'll tell you how to correct that. Okay, you can actually change a setting that will make it a little less wacky. All right, we're going to talk about that. There's a couple these twins, these girls. They spent a boatload of money on those in-app purchases. And their parents weren't too pleased. We'll talk about how that worked. YouTube, you saw the VMAs, the Video Music Awards. Well, YouTube is having their own music awards, and you can watch it. Yeah, well, I like your reaction there. That's a good one. Weird. And I got a bunch of other stuff. We'll see how far we can get, and we'd love to get into listener email, where listeners just like you write into us here at Kid Friday. Ready to get the show going? Mm-hmm. Are you ready to roll? Do you want to say, you want to do something?
No.
Say, here's Kid Friday, or hi, how are you?
Kid Friday.
Hit it. Oh!
Let's get this party started.
All right! Yeah, I'm a kid. I love computers. I have an iPod. I'm a gadget freak. I like to play with my display. I do it every day. I have awesome technique. Yeah, I'm a Kid Friday. I love this stuff, can't you see? Yeah, I'm a Kid Friday. I'm a kid who's in love with technology. Kid Friday.
All right, Kid Friday is brought to you by Story Cub. And if you are someone who has a younger brother or sister, or if you are someone who are young yourself, or if you have some neighbors, or I always like to use relatives of yours, Zoe, like fake relatives, though, right? So let's say, Zoe, you're going over to your second cousin Susie's house, all right? And you're like, I don't want to go. I see her like once every 3 years. We have nothing to talk about. It's one of those where you go to it and you're like, can we leave? Like, how long do I have to be stuck here, right? You know what I'm talking about, right? But what you do is you go, well, how can I make the best out of a situation like this? So you load up your iPad or your iPhone, your Android tablet or whatever with the free Story Cub app. And Story Cub is video versions of children's picture books. A great way to figure out what kids like to potentially read, what they like. And then if they like a particular story, the parent, whatever, grandparent, you buy the book and they're excited to sit down and read. So little second cousin Susie, is that what I called her?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you go and see little second cousin Susie, and you say, hey, second cousin Susie, I have something really special I want to show you. It's the Story Cub app. It's video versions for kids, right? And you have that on your iPad, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And so she looks at one story. She checks out a video story, and she goes, oh my gosh, second cousin Zoe, that is so cool. That is so awesome. And she wants, can I watch another one? And you say, sure. And then she says, can I watch another one? And you go, sure. And can I watch another one? And before you know it, not only are you at a place you don't want to be, but you don't have your iPad. Because little cousin Susie is watching Story Cub on it and won't give it back to you. So it's a double whammo. You know what I'm saying? So not only did you not want to go to this great family reunion kind of a thing, but you thought you'd do a good deed and introduce little second cousin Susie to Story Cub, and she took your iPad and she went in another room and locked the door, and now you're like, oh my gosh, when are we going to leave? And when am I going to get my iPad back? And where's the food? Right? So there it is. Story Cub. All you have to do is go to storycub.org, and there are links to get the free Story Cub app in the Apple iOS App Store, as well as Google Play. Go in the Google Play Store for Android and see that like button, that Facebook like button. Check it out. Go on Facebook and like Story Cub, and while you're there, you can like Kid Friday, because we never talk about that. We should do that. So join us on Kid Friday on Facebook. Join Story Cub on Facebook, and see that guy right there, Eric.
Yeah.
He's one of the readers on Story Cub, right there. Okay, that's like button. Story Cub, us, Eric. Okay. This guy is a balloon whack-o-mania, all right? He's a reader for Story Cub, but he knows how to do many balloon tricks and stuff like that. Should we check out and see if we can learn something from Eric really quick?
Sure.
All right, so let's check that out. Thanks to Story Cub for being a sponsor right here on Kid Friday. Let's check out Eric giving us I think you have to buy a special balloon, like a longer one or something, but let's check this out.
Hey, Eric here. We're on the set of Story Cub. We've got a few extra minutes, so I thought if you wanted to learn how to make a balloon dog, I would show you. So the key is to put not too much air in it. You need to have some extra room in the back to make sure there's some place for it to go while you're twisting. So what's that, about 16 inches, maybe 12 to 16 inches of air in it. And you're going to make a small bubble, just twist it off for the nose. And you're going to keep holding on to that with your little finger while you make another small bubble next to it. So you've got two small bubbles like this. You want to fold it down, and you're going to twist this space here into that knot right there. Just like that. And you want to make sure you go around at least one full time. Two is safer, just so it doesn't come undone. And that's called a lock twist, and that's the nose and ears of the dog. So then you're going to do the same thing twice more for the neck and legs, and then the body and legs of the dog. So first we're going to do the neck. 1, 2, fold it back, and twist it together. And there we've got the front half of the dog. Then we're doing the body. 1, 2, fold it back, twist it together, and the leftover is the tail, and there you have a balloon dog.
That's awesome.
Bye. See you next time.
That's awesome, Eric. Good job. He did a balloon dog. I can't even blow up a balloon and tie it.
I can't tie it.
You know what I
I
mean?
can blow
Right?
it up.
Let alone twist it in this. I can't even get to that point. Hey, a lot of people wrote in and said they really liked that Story Cub Cubby driving through France. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's really quick. Should we check it out?
Yeah.
All right. I don't even know how you can drive through on any road with just your head, but that's amazing. All right, so Zoe, first off, we're sorry to say that Hannah is not with us on this show. She missed last week. She missed the whole trip to France, but and this time she's got a little something else going on, so unable to attend. But I'm sure she'll be here next week on next week's show. So Zoe, iOS 7, everybody updates to that, and there's been a lot of reports about iOS 7 and getting dizzy. Before I get into that, can I do one other thing? Because going on right now, only until October 15th, the podcast awards are going on. And I meant to mention that. And if you like Kid Friday, and tell all your friends and whatever, if you could do us one favor, go to podcastawards.com and vote for Kid Friday in these two specific categories. It's got to be these two specific categories. One is Best Education, okay? And the other one is People's Choice. So if you could do that for us, go to podcastawards.com, and when it asks you, you just put the name in, and then when it asks you for the URL, that's just the website address. You can just put kidfriday.com. And we'd really appreciate it. We mentioned we finished top 10 a few years ago with over 2.5 million votes. So every vote counts, and it's the people who vote. So we really need your vote. Zoe, you have to look more enthusiastic if they're going to vote for us. Come on. You better not be tired now, because we need votes. And we can't vote. You can only vote once. So tell all your friends, podcastawards.com, vote for Kid Friday and Best Education and People's Choice. And when they ask you for the URL, just put kidfriday.com. Zoe, come on. Say it. Encourage. Can you do a little encouraging?
Do it. I guess.
Okay. The dog could do a better job at that. Speaking of the dog, from poochcam.com, I'm going to take a look and see if we just can't find him. He hides out a lot, and I'm going to just, I've decided that we can't, it's hard to find him. Look at this. Look at this. This is in a different room here. Now, you may think that this is like just a picture we're showing, because there's really nothing moving there. So just to, you know what I mean, right? Yeah. So just to prove to you that there really is, this is Winston, okay, named after Winston Churchill. Hey,
no, he is not.
Yeah, for real. I'm telling you. Okay, so just so you know, this is not just a picture. There's his hot dog costume there. Okay, Winston. Hey,
Winston.
Hey, buddy. He's been working on that website, poochcam.com. Maybe this is a picture. Hey, Winnie, come on. You want to go for a ride? You know what? Oh, this is bad. You want to go for a ride in the car? Oh, yeah. See, I knew that would get him going, huh? Yeah. Oh, big stretch. He's a big stretch guy when he gets up. Hey, Win, what's going on, buddy? Yeah. Woo, shake it out, buddy. Shake it out. All right, poochcam.com. And there he is on our Poochcam. It did look like it was just a picture, though. I'm glad we got him going. I feel bad. Just so you know, we will go for a ride in the car this weekend. Okay? Sometime this weekend? Is that okay? He's wagging his tail. He understands. He's a very smart dog. Very smart dog. Very, very, very smart dog. All right. So thank you very much, Winston from poochcam.com, and the world famous. He wants to be on again. You know that? So not often does he. Lately, he's been kind of blowing us off. You know what I mean? But look at this. He's bless you, Gesundheit. Jeez, we go that through. Winnie, do you have anything else you want to do? Sit down. Oh, he wants to encourage everyone to vote, to go to podcastawards.com. Is that right, bud? All right, we're going to talk about iOS 7 now, all right? We'll come back to you later, though. All right, so here's the deal, so Apple created, this whole new mobile operating system, iOS 7, and you were just like me. You kind of didn't like it at first, and then...
I still don't.
What?
I still don't.
I think I need to turn your volume up a little bit.
But...
There we go.
What? It kind of looks like cheap. Like if I'm paying for an expensive phone, I don't want it to look like that. I don't know. I don't like the texting. It looks like an Android, and I don't really like it.
At first I thought you were talking about the phone itself, but you're talking about the actual operating system.
Like the text, how they changed it.
Yeah.
Like I don't like that, and I feel like it takes a longer time for me to send text. Like before, my text never really failed, but now all of a sudden they're failing to someone who even has an iPhone. Mm-hmm. So it's supposed to go faster, but it keeps failing.
I've noticed some delays myself, and Apple has pushed out a couple updates already.
Yeah, but I don't want to do that.
And one of them is has to do with iMessaging, because there were problems with iMessaging where you can basically text someone else who has an Apple device, and it's free. you don't actually get a text charge. And they were having problems with iMessaging, that I know. And I think they either pushed out a new update to fix that, or they're about to, or they're working on it right now. So, but I haven't.
They put out a new update, I know.
Yeah, they put out a couple already. Yeah. I have noticed now, and I don't know, I'm not saying, but it seems like my phone, both my phone and iPad, are running slower.
I'll take your phone. Ben.
I just said it's running
I know, but I mean, if you
it.
have a problem with it, my phone's...
It's not a serious issue. I'm just saying it just seems like it's running a little bit slower than normal.
Oh, so you know what? I was in the Apple store today. Mm-hmm. And
Today you were?
Yeah, this, it was not even 3 hours ago or something.
Okay, yeah.
So, and I was looking at the iPhone 5C, and then I was like, are they going to make new cases? Because I thought it was like a different shape for some reason. Because for some reason, I thought all the other iPhones had points at the corners, not rounded.
They're all rounded.
Yeah, but I thought all of them had points for some reason.
Oh, no.
And I was like, what, are they going to make whole new cases for them?
Well,
but they're not.
No,
It fits the iPhone 5 cases. But I was like,
there are certain iPhone there are certain iPhone 5K, like if you got an iPhone 5S, are you talking about 5C?
5C.
Okay.
But I mean, I take either.
Well, I was just going to say that there are certain iPhone cases that are made for the iPhone 5 that may not fit with the iPhone 5S, and I'll just show you why. Because so here's the phone. This is an iPhone 5, and the 5S. They moved from a 4-inch screen to a 4.2-inch screen without changing the size of the phone. So the screen comes down a little bit more. So if it comes down like this, down to about here. So if you have one of those cases that wraps around,
yeah,
it could cover up part of the screen. Because there are certain cases that go like this. But it's the exact same size. This is a 4-inch screen, and they just kind of took some real estate up here and pushed this stuff up a little bit, and they took some stuff down here and moved it down, and then they got a 4.2-inch screen out of that. But
I think the screen's already big enough.
Do you?
Yeah, I don't need it no bigger.
Well, check this out, Zoe.
I think the iPhone 4 and 4S screen is too small, though.
I like a big screen.
That's a difference.
Hold on. Here, let me go back to that. Sorry. What?
That's a difference.
Yeah. I was with someone yesterday. They were in my office, and they had the Samsung Note. Are you familiar with that?
No.
It is like carrying.
Is it a phone? Is it a phone?
Yeah, the Samsung Note.
I think I've seen someone.
It is a Mongo.
It's big.
It's awesome.
You like it?
I do like it.
Only boys can get it.
Yeah.
Because then it'll fit in their pockets. Because all of men's jeans are bigger pockets.
Yeah. It was a.
But I mean, you can still get it if you're a girl, obviously. But.
And Samsung came out with the new Note 3, and it's actually been getting really good reviews. Okay, but let's talk about going crazy on your iPhone or iOS device. And look at her.
What? That's weird.
Yeah, she looks like look at her eyes. You know why she's like that?
Because she died.
Because iOS 7. So, the complaints are coming in from several Apple. There's a lot of Apple forums out there on the internet. And I see what happens is iOS 7 zooms in and out when you switch between applications, and those animations may be too much for some people. The zoom animations everywhere on the new iOS 7 are literally making me nauseous and giving me a headache.
That's what Mom said right when she got it. She's like, I hate that.
That's what one person said. So why is this? Why is this girl with the wacky eyes like that? So when signals, I mean, this is like science. When signals coming into the brain, and by the way, I'm taking this. This is from this was in heartland.time.com. So they're saying that when signals are coming into the brain and central nervous system, when they don't match up, such as when you're going on a ship that's being tossed around by the waves. Oh, Mom doesn't like that either. But you don't see things in motion. It's because you're focused on stable objects that aren't moving. And so, anyway, your brain receives messages that do not match with each other, and it leads to mixed messages that can bring a sensation of pure wackiness, let's say. All right? So, how do you fix that? How can you change that? How can you be the hero to all of your friends and show them how to do it? And, be the good one. You want to do it, Zoe? Why don't you go down on the desk?
Mine is already off.
What?
Oh, you're supposed to.
No. Well.
Oh.
Here, I'll tell you.
It didn't do anything.
Oh, just start at normal, and then you can go through it, and we can show how you do it. Okay. So you're gonna put there you are right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
My
So
nails are
what you do if
go
you want to get
into your
you
phone.
go into
You saw my passcode, whatever. No one's. I'll change it after, whatever. No one cares.
147.
Okay. Then you go to settings.
Yeah. Okay. Go to settings.
Oh, it's already. Then you go to general.
That's right. General.
Yeah, I'm in general, but
general. Yeah.
general. Then you go to accessibility.
Accessibility. Okay.
Then you go down a bit, and it says reduce motion.
And you have yours on. You have yours on already. So right?
Is it supposed to be on or off?
You want you want to click it on to reduce the motion.
But I don't even see look,
it
didn't reduce anything to me.
Well, turn it off and try doing some stuff.
Like all the way off?
No, I'm saying turn that tab off, the reduce motion. You have it on right now.
Oh, you're supposed to turn it off?
No. You have it on.
Yeah.
So you're getting a little less wet. Exactly. Yeah. Show the camera. So well, it's hard to tilt it down. Tilt your phone. Yeah, it's hard to tell. Okay. You have it on, and that is supposed to reduce the motion. So here I will do this.
It didn't reduce anything though.
Well, you haven't gone through a bunch of apps and stuff. Okay, I'm just going to show you. I'm going to show you. Look, I'm going to show you on my phone because I don't have it turned on. So So there we are, and I'm going to go into settings. Okay, so settings. Here we are in settings, and then we're going to go ahead and click general, just like Zoe said, and accessibility. We're going to scroll down. And we see, where do we see that? So right there, reduce motion. Right now I have that off. So what I'm going to do is, oops. Oh yeah, here it is right there. So it says reduce the motion of the user interface, including the parallax effects of icons and alerts. So I'm going to go ahead and turn that on. So I should have less dizziness, although I personally haven't experienced it. But as long as it's there, I'm going to leave that on. Okay? So you got that? You go into settings, general, accessibility, and you'll see the reduce motion right. Sorry, I'm looking at it wrong. Right there, and as you can see, I have mine on right now. So little tip for you there if someone's feeling a little tipsy, just like this girl right here. Look at that. I think that that reminds me of your friend last week on the show, Zoe, who said who was squinting when she was reading something, and I said, "Oh, maybe you need glasses." And she said, "I do have glasses, but I don't wear them."
Karina?
And the waves, yeah.
Like the curly hair?
Whatever, it doesn't matter. But anyway, regardless, I think that if she were to turn this function on, the reduce motion, this girl on the screen right now would
I really don't
look
see
a little
no
less
reduced
scary.
motion.
Maybe it has no effect on you. I haven't noticed an effect. However, there have been a lot of people complaining about it.
Oh, really?
It doesn't
That's
affect.
interesting.
It doesn't affect everyone. Okay, So it may not affect you or I, but a lot of people have been complaining about that. Okay, so let's move on here. One thing I wanted that we mentioned briefly last week that I thought would be worth mentioning it again, because we really didn't get into it. But Amazon is coming out with a new Kindle, and Zoe, are you with us?
Yes.
Zoe,
It's coming out with a new Kindle.
There is, you know what? I
HDX.
I kind of associate the Kindle with old people. I don't know why.
I associate it with those like families that are like on the beach reading.
Yeah, the beach family reading families, right? So there's the Kindle HDX. All right. Now the thing is that they're going to be coming in two different versions: a 7-inch and an 8.9-inch version. All right. So
Congrats.
What?
Are you going to get one?
No.
I still think you should get the 5S.
What?
I think you should get the iPhone 5S.
Why do you think I should get the iPhone 5S?
So I can get an iPhone 5.
See, I knew it had nothing to do with me.
Well, I don't care about like what phone you have. I just care about what phone I have. No offense, but
yeah,
it's true.
But what? What do you mean? What kind of phone do you want?
5.
I think you
or
want,
above. I mean, the higher you can go, the better.
I think you take whatever you can get, right?
This phone's just a piece of junk now.
All right. Well, look at this. Amazon has a feature that no one else has. All right. Okay. Do you see this? Are you looking? Are you with me?
Yeah.
Zoe, it has a Mayday button on it. Do you know what that means? Look at her. She's like texting away here. I'm going to have to take her phone away. And she's going to lose it.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm done. What's a Mayday button mean?
These new Amazon tablets are going to have a Mayday button on it.
You can put it to sleep.
Check this out. And this is something unique that you've never heard of.
Maybe.
If you're having problems with your tablet.
Wait, give me hints and then I'll try to guess it.
It helps solve problems.
Calculator. Get it? Calculator helps solve problems.
There's a Mayday button on the new Amazon HDX that will connect you live
to YouTube,
to video chat with someone from Amazon that will help you solve your problem.
That's creepy. What if you press it by accident and then they're watching you
on
sleep?
Your Kindle? So if like something didn't download correctly or if something happened, you press the Mayday button and an actual person who works for Amazon will come on your screen and say,
That's creepy. What if you press the button by accident and you didn't notice? So you're like sitting there like, and then they're like hello, and you don't hear them, and then they're just watching you. Or what if you press it when you're sleeping?
I have I haven't looked at it yet. I haven't actually.
Well, is the button hard to press?
No,
if
it's
a
not
little
hard to
tiny
press.
Button that you press super easily,
it's not.
That would be really bad.
It is not.
What if
hard
you press
to
it when you're on the toilet?
If you're,
like, come on.
The thing is, if you're frustrated, with your tablet and you can't figure something out, and you're like, how do I do this? Settings, something in the settings, or do this or that. It's free service, absolutely free. And you will talk directly to a customer service rep who is supposed to know everything about the new Kindle HDX. The 7-inch model is going to sell for $229. The 8.9-inch version, $379. I think this. Now I already have Grandpa on the iPad. Okay, and I got him used to it, and took a lot of stuff. But you know what? For the holiday, for a grandma or grandpa or someone who's maybe not too tech savvy, having a Mayday button sounds kind of cool.
Well, what if Grandpa wouldn't be able to hear him?
Well, it's a good point. He would need subtitles. All right, Zoe, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. All right? Should we watch a little commercial for the new Kindle HDX so you can see exactly what this is all about?
Yeah.
Mayday! Mayday! All right, Let's check this out.
Mayday.
Thank you for pressing the Mayday button. How can I help you?
Whoa, who are you?
I'm Amy, a tech advisor for your new Kindle Fire.
I didn't realize I'd get a live person.
Yep, we're here 24/7. We can draw on your screen and even show you how to use different features.
So I can just press the Mayday button and you're here to help?
Hit Mayday and I'm coming to the rescue.
Amy, I like you.
Aw.
Introducing the revolutionary Mayday button, only on the new Kindle Fire HDX.
So what do you think about that? That's
I
the new Kindle
personally
Fire HDX.
I think that's creepy.
You think it's
Because
creepy?
literally, like, you're talking to a random person.
You know what I
It's
think is
just
going to
like,
happen?
How do you know, like, I don't know. It's just...
Okay. I think I've figured out the market of the people who are going to be buying this. It's not just for the old people.
Children.
All the lonely guys out there in
Yeah.
the world.
Well, it's not all.
And they're going to pretend they have a problem with their Kindle.
And you're like, oh,
and especially when
I
they
can't
go,
touch the Kindle.
and they're like, I'm going to hit the Mayday button. I may get a cute person from
that lady like
Amazon
had
on
some
the
weird
other.
hair.
Well, you never know who
Probably
you get.
not even a real person that works there. She's probably just a actor.
Well, you know,
That's
but
so not real.
I think this is going to start a revolution of lonely men hitting the Mayday button, and then eventually they're going to find out that they just get other guys, right?
Yeah.
And then they'll give up, you know, or whatever. But
Like I wouldn't want to be. If I worked there, I would wear my wedding ring. Not like now. Like, if I was older and I did that, because like that's kind of awkward. Like,
But
how do you know what they're gonna do?
you can hit the Mayday button.
Can you like press stop if they're like doing something bad?
You know as much as I do right now.
Like that's so weird.
Do you want to watch that again?
No.
Huh?
No.
I
don't wanna watch
it.
it
Better
again. I don't
explains
wanna watch it
Okay,
again.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm just saying it better explains what. It's a feature that I've never heard of. Are you talking about a real live person? It's not like
I've heard
have you
of,
ever
like-
done the chat stuff where you type in,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I've got a problem. And
Like I've heard of that. Like they have that on like Twitter and stuff. I think
It's like right now I'm working with a program, and I need some tech support, and the tech support is not located near us, and because of the time difference and everything, and then it takes them an extra day to respond. So I have a 2-day delay every time I have an issue. So I'm not saying, but I'm just saying. All right, let's move on here. Can we move on? Zoe?
yeah.
Zoe, what are you doing?
It was,
You're going to have to hand that to me.
but am I getting it taken away?
You're getting it taken away right now.
Oh, okay. Wait, can I turn it off
Depending on...
first? Wait, or you can even watch me. I'm turning it
every
off.
second that I don't have it adds an extra...
Second?
I
Year.
don't know what.
No, I'm kidding.
All right, so do you remember? I think it all started with this Smurf Village. Okay, Smurf Village was one of the first apps that had in-app purchasing, and kids were racking up all the papas, all the extra Smurf stuff. What are you doing?
I don't know.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I know what Smurfs
You could
Village
buy
is.
you could buy more coins,
I, like, have-
and you could buy all that
Hannah used to be
stuff.
obsessed with it.
With
And then, like, I tried-
Smurf Village.
Yeah, then I tried like using it and it was super confusing.
So they made
So I
a
just
ton of
ended
money.
it.
They made a ton of money off it. A lot of parents complained, and there are new rules that have been put in place now to where you'd have to enter your password as opposed to just doing that. Although now I think you can do it with the thumbprint on the 5S. But nonetheless, you put one of these in a kid's hand and leave the room, and you never know what's going to happen. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So a 6-year-old boy and girl spent almost £1,000, which is about $1,500 playing on their parents' iPad in a single weekend, prompting their father to call for tougher legislation on pay-in-game apps. So this is over in the UK. Ashley Griffiths from St. Ives said his twins had purchased virtual pets and clothing for 2 games to the cost of £997 and 90.
979.
979 pounds.
Oh, I thought you said 9
euros. Is it euros? I don't think so.
Yeah,
I think it's pounds.
Oh.
They're in the UK. So anyway, the extras, which started as low as $250 but rose as much as $75, 75 pounds, were purchased using a password. So Mr. Griffiths said app designers should also demand credit card details when making in-app purchases, as his children knew the password after using the iPad for school, work, and games. Well,
how old are they? 6?
6, yeah. Maybe as a parent, maybe you should think of changing the password.
Yeah, if they know it, you change it. It's their freaking fault.
Hey, whoa, hey,
I'm
let's
sorry.
watch the language there.
That's not a bad word. Everyone says that.
I don't say that.
Yes, you do. You've sworn before.
I say
many
much worse
times.
than that. I say much
That's
worse
not
than
a
that.
swear word at all.
So, Apple put this stuff in place that you have to enter your. You can't just boom order in-app purchases. What are you doing over there? What's going on? Should we go back to the pooch cam? He looks
No.
like okay. So Apple did put this in place, and saying that it was because of that. So and now they knew the password. So that's that. I hate to say this, but I'm going to run through something really quick because we do have to wrap this up, because for some reason we're about to have some technical difficulties.
How do you know we're about to?
Because something just flashed up on the screen. You missed it. But
that's not good.
So YouTube is going to host its first annual music awards in November next month with a live show in New York filled with stars and a series of warm-up events around the world. The first YouTube Music Awards will be held November 3rd at Pier 36 on the Lower East Side in New York City, with performances by Lady Gaga, Arcade Fire, Eminem, and other luminaries will be live streamed on YouTube, and a lot of good bands. Coming. So we'll tell you more about that as Zoe finishes whatever it is she's doing. What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm bored.
All right, we're going to leave you. Someone wrote in last week about Webkins, and we're going to try and bring that Webkins things back. If you want to reminisce a little, when we used to do this show, the Webkins webcast. If you ever owned a Webkins, you'll think it's silly and everything, but here's a little reminiscing. We're just going to wrap up the show right now. Write into us, though, at kidfriday.com, and please go to Podcast Awards and vote for us. We're going to start the next show with email, okay? So write in, and we'd love to hear from you, but I'm afraid we're about to crash. But here is a video that a fan of the Webkins webcast put together, is called, and it's for a song that was on there called My Webkins Dogs. So even if you hate Webkins, check it out. We'll see you on the next show, okay? So, this is a 2013 Kid Friday production, all rights reserved, blah, blah, blah. You know what? I think we should even hold off on this video because I'm afraid of potentially... I'm going to just check one statistic right here if I can. And, we're going to watch it on the next show, okay? Sorry. So just say bye, and we'll see you on the next show. Bye-bye. And we have to fade out on something. So let's really quickly fade out. Let's just do the Speed Racer, the Story Cup Racer, okay? All right.